Futures trading involves substantial risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Good morning. It's Friday, November 29th, about 6 a.m. Central Time. All right, the precious metals are higher after yesterday's closed session with Thanksgiving and slightly disappointing session on Wednesday. So looking at the gold market here, up about $18 at $26.83. March silver up 68 cents at 31.24. March copper slightly positive at 4.14. You've also got platinum up $13 at 9.44. Palladium up $5 at 9.93. And then the gold silver ratio taking a little bit of a dip here back below that 86-to-1 level. So looking at some overnight headlines here, we did have Tokyo CPI. It came in hotter than expected. What is that? Why is that important? Because of the fact that the Bank of Japan could start to, again, raise rates at their next meeting. So look at a chart of the Japanese yen. You're going to see it start to strengthen there. Now, the inverse correlation between the yen and the dollar index, it's one of the larger participants. So we're seeing kind of a chain reaction. The dollar index dipping below that 106 level, and the reaction is a stronger gold price. Now, geopolitical risks, they've also risen again here with the conflict between Ukraine and Russia also escalating, and then reports of several Israeli tanks crossing back into Lebanon. So that peace deal might be kind of falling apart here quite quickly. Copper futures did improve on risk sentiment, improving in China, as well as strong equity gains over there as well. So nice to see copper futures pushing up, gold futures pushing up, and the reaction is you got a breakout here in the silver market at the moment. Crude oil futures up about 60 cents on reports that OPEC may delay that production increase here at that next meeting. And then finally, Bitcoin, that sell-off here, that early profit taking has reversed, and the high on the overnight session on December, Bitcoin just under 99,000. So a lot of great things here in the market overnight. Let's see if we could build on it. This will be a shortened session, shortened holiday session here as many markets close early. Now, historically, when you get to the end of November and you get into December and January, those those are some of the best performing months historically in the precious metals markets. Now remember that past performance is not indicative of future results, but if you look at something like April platinum, seasonally, if you were to purchase platinum around this last day of November and then hold it all the way through basically to the end of January, we've seen platinum futures up 14 out of 15 years. You look at it again here when you get into early December and holding it on through the end of January, it's been up 15 out of the last 15 years. You go down to the gold market right around just before Christmas, the December 20th on over to the January 13th, we've seen gold futures up 14 out of 15 years. And then finally looking at copper futures right around December 6th on into February 19th, we've seen that up 13 out of the last 15 years. So those are just some tools in the toolbox to look at as far as seasonal analysis and things like that. So what we'll do is we'll look for confirmations where the data starts to react and show that things are moving from a macro standpoint into our direction. Then also we'll look at technicals. Are things technically rising again? Are we starting to see stochastics rise again? Are we seeing DMI plus crossover minus? Are futures showing a series of higher lows and higher highs on the chart? So it's just one tool in the toolbox. We'll want to keep an eye on a number of different developments here in the markets. But again, with this short and traded session, I just wanted to get out a small video piece to you guys to look at. I could send you over any of the charts and the breakdown and analysis of some of these seasonal tendencies here, and then I'll also put some of them in the Metals Edge as well, which will pick back up here on Monday as we like to take some of this holiday time here, kind of break down some of the different key components we're looking at, which drives each commodity market. So you got any questions, reach out to me, 312-858-7303. Remember, futures and option trading does involve risk of loss, may not be suitable to all investors. Good luck, good trading.